Hello, I'll be your counselor today. I'm Crystal. What's your name?
I'm Sean.
Okay, we'll get right into this so that way we can see what I can do for you today. What brings you in today?
I got a little bit tipsy and I passed out on a fraternity lawn. And some administration's kind of overreacted, so they said I had to take counseling or face exposure. So I chose counseling.
Okay. Can you tell me what you did?
I just had a few drinks with some friends and uh, that's about it. Just had a little bit too much.
Okay, now that it's over, the incident's over, and you're here for counseling, now that you can look back at what you did, are there anything that you would change?
Uh, just don't drink as much. Normally I wouldn't pass out, but I'm just feeling a little bit stressed at school, and alcohol just makes me feel better, makes me feel stronger.
So what made you drink at school though, even though you know it's prohibited?
Well, the fraternity was holding an event. They've been advertising free alcohol, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just go down. I mean, I like the word free. Grew up in the South, so I went and helped myself.
Okay, so do you think it was a peer pressure type thing, or do you think you did it a free choice, free will?
When it comes to alcohol, it's definitely free choice. I don't usually let people pressure me into things.
Okay. How are your feelings right now? How are you feeling about the incident that took place?
Bits and pieces of the night's a blur, so I really don't have strong feelings of that particular night. Just having to sit through counseling.
Okay. So you're not particularly all that well about being here, but you're doing it by choice.
Yes.
It's good that you chose this because I feel that it will benefit you most definitely because you'll be able to get some feelings off your chest and maybe learn from this so that way it won't happen again. How have you been doing? Is there any behavioral change that led up to this event?
Behavior change? I think I act my normal self. I might be tardy every now and then, but I don't think my behavior change.
So you act the same way with alcohol, without alcohol?
Well, when I'm not drinking, I'm a little laid back, but with alcohol, I feel like I'm a little bit more, sociable, a little bit more, I guess, freer.
Okay. And your sleep habits? You've been sleeping well?
I usually sleep better if I got at least 3 beers in my system. But
So you rely on the beer to put you to sleep?
I wouldn't say rely on the beer. I just feel that a day shouldn't be wasted without 1 or 2 drinks.
A little pleasure? Okay. And your appetite? How are you eating?
I eat regularly. I go down to the cafeteria. Most of my meals consist of vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
Depending how student loans going, I enjoy a delicate meal of Roman noodles. But other than that,
So everyday normal activities occur the same. It's just you like the pleasure, the wind down at the end of the night with the
yeah.
beers.
That's good.
Okay. And your relationship with family and friends, would you call that a healthy relationship?
I talk to my mother once or twice a week. My brothers and sisters, they're doing well in school. So yeah, I'd say healthy. Friend wise, we drink on a regular basis.
Okay, so no form of alcohol or drug abuse in the family history.
There's some drinking in my family, but I wouldn't call it drug abuse. But we just smoke weed every now and then.
So social. Okay, and your academics with school, how are you doing in school? Any extracurricular activities? How are your grades?
My grades are passing, and the only thing I get a little tardy here and there. Sometimes I don't want to get up. But extracurricular, I usually keep it to the basic requirements. If I don't have to take it, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so no troubles concentrating in class and you get along with classmates pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Are you working right now? What do you do?
Right now, work at Domino's. I usually work in the back as a cook.
Okay.
If a coworker let me borrow the car, I might do a little bit of delivery, but mostly co.
Okay. And do you have problems with taking a drink or smoking before work?
I like to smoke 1 or 2 blunts before I go to work.
But that doesn't affect your work performance.
I think it helps out a lot. My manager complains about my body odor smelling like weed, but the pizzas get boxed right. He also complains that I add too much toppings, but I feel that the pizza should look how it looks on commercial, not thin like a juicy. So I add a little extra toppings every now and then.
Okay. So you don't think anything changed, your daily activities changed before this incident versus after this happened? Everything basically is normal or drastic changes?
Well, the incident, a fellow classmate gave me a little bit of Oxycontin. I guess I couldn't handle it and had to get my stomach pumped. But I mean, as far as prescription drugs, I don't do anything like that. I'm a drinker. I'm a drinker and I'm a smoker. But I drink by myself, but I'm a social smoker.
Okay. So just the Oxycontin were the drugs that you used in the past, or?
No, that was a one-time thing.
Okay, so there's no substance abuse or anything like that. Okay, you said no family abuse with drugs or alcohol. And it seems like you're a pretty healthy guy. You can be able to get up, feed yourself, get around, mobility and stuff like that. So that's no problem with any type of medical concerns. And you don't have any other medical conditions that high blood pressure or anything that may.
Diabetes run in my family, but medical wise, I'm good.
Okay. Well, seems pretty healthy, just drugs. So, based on what you've told me, I can recommend you. How do you feel about group therapy? Do you like group therapy better than individual therapy? How is your outlook on that?
I'm a very private person, so if I have to pick one, definitely private.
Okay. So I can be able to get some sessions for you to be able to talk one-on-one with a psychiatrist, and maybe you can get some more feelings off your chest. How do you feel about that? Some individualized therapy.
I'm always willing to try anything once.
Yeah, you can. I can refer you, and then you can let me know how it goes, how you like it. Maybe even keep a journal or write a journal afterwards and tell me your experience. I'll give you this information, and then whenever you come back again to see me, we can do a follow up, and you can tell me how you like that. So I'll recommend individualized treatment for you until we meet again. Do you like to read or anything?
Yeah, I'm a big reader.
Okay, I can get some books. At a later time, I can get some books for you. When you come back in, we can try something else. If the individualized training doesn't work, I can get some books maybe that you can be interested in reading, and you can tell me how you like it. When would you like to see me again to do a follow-up?
Well,
Do you think that you might?
probably Saturday afternoon.
Okay. And then we can do a follow-up about the individualized treatment. You can tell me how you like it, and we can go from there. And you can call me. This is my brochure and card information, and we can go from there. Do you have any other questions or concerns? Anything that you might want to add? Anything that you would like me to give you more information about?
No, that'll be it so far. I'll let you know how the session goes, whether it's working for me or not.
Yeah, and then if journaling is something that you might be interested in, just until you meet me again next Saturday, just jot down anything, bring it on in, and if you face any other issues or problems, you can let me know. Just try to limit the alcohol, in school, do the right thing, so that way you won't have that event occur again. And I'll see you next Saturday.
All right.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.